All right, and we're not going to be moving to the kitchen for this After Dark because we can't anymore.
Or any After Dark for a while.
Yeah, we can't do it until July.
Yeah.
Or so. What is it? April, May, June? Oh God.
That's gonna be painful.
I might temporarily wire something up then.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's that.
Yep.
Kitchen rud.
Energetic event.
Did your kitchen have a rapid unplanned disassembly?
No, we upgraded.
It had an energetic event. There was an energetic event in the bathroom. I don't know.
What would a rapid?
Did you guys like the new? Promo video? The updated promo video? When that Mini Stoge noticed.
Well, other people noticed too, but Stoge, I think, was the first person to notice. We're still in the apartment, not in the garage. That won't be until June, July-ish either.
We purchased a house. We close on June 29th. And we will be moving the studios of tomorrow to the garage of tomorrow.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah,
I built my space pods in my garage.
He does.
So,
While I did upgrade the studio to the 4K switcher, we're using the new 4K transports and everything else. The new 4K deck, we're missing a couple of components for full 4K. My character generator and DDR doesn't have 4K cards, so I need to order those. So the graphics you see on the screen right down over there, they're not 4K, and I can't drive them 4K, and all the videos we'd run, we couldn't do 4K. The software we use to drive them supports 4K, so we're okay. Cameras are all good, but I'm also missing an adapter for this screen. It's a 4K screen, but what puts Space Mike on the screen is definitely not 4K, so it would be a blank screen, and that would suck. So there you go. We changed the seating arrangement in an attempt to keep Carrie Ann at the table so that I could actually, turn and talk to everyone. Did it work fairly well for you guys?
I thought it was fine, yeah.
I liked it.
More inclusive?
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like I can turn.
I moved a little bit.
Space Mike, you never sent me your address so that I could ship you.
What up, Mike?
Things.
Your Magewell and microphone.
You're absolutely right.
I
For
know
some
I'm right.
reason, and I even had crossed that off my list. For some reason, I thought I had sent that to you.
Yeah, I could use that, and then I can get you a microphone and stuff. That'd be awesome. Mike is too yellow. Well, Johnny Boy, the reason Mike is too yellow is because he's using literally a webcam, and he has like no color control on that thing. So we'll move, once we get the Magewell adapter working, he can use his camera again. The other thing I'm thinking of doing is once we move the live shows to 4K, I kind of want to move our space pods to 4K as well, but that means you guys need new cameras. So I'm looking at the Blackmagic Ursa mini cameras, which is fine, except that your editing time is going to go way the hell up. Right? Yeah, exactly. So we should have a conversation about that because it'd be way cooler. It'd be awesome to do it in 4K, but now you've got to do like image color. Like the imagery you'll create will be so much better than what you're doing now because you can do like, it's raw imagery. So you go in and you run your color correctors and all that other fun jazz. But now you're working with 4K files, so it takes a lot longer. You have to do you can't just skip the color correction process. You have to do it. So it's like making a movie essentially. So
Cool.
yeah, yeah, I know. So
Will that destroy computers?
well, it will take more.
Something that I already do is when I'm finished producing a space pod, I take all of the.
It froze!
Oh, that's fantastic.
It froze at the perfect moment.
He's gonna come back and be like, and that's how I get 1 million viewers to my channel.
Thank you, Rupee, first of all. And Destructor1701 saying having a Chromecaster chat window to an old screen, off screen from her eye line. I mean, that's fine, but if I want to star anything or if I want to respond to anything, I still need the keyboard. I'm still going to be heads down anyhow.
What are you trying to solve?
Me looking down at my screen and my fingers because I'm not a touch typist. But I'm working on that, I suppose. Green Jim wants to know what the advantage to 4K is to viewers.
It shows how beautiful they are.
Pretty much nothing right now.
See how unshaven I am.
What it does to viewers, I think I just messed up my...
CJ also talked about Mike's video being mildly out of audio sync. I don't know if you wanted to address that or not.
Yes, it is. So,
and how that's not going to change anytime soon.
Well, it might. So here's why he's out of audio sync. I did, in fact, wire the whole studio for 4K, including Mike. The problem is the Skype TX system doesn't support 4K. So he is, I wonder if that's our bandwidth or his. So he is wired in through 4K scaler. What I didn't realize when I was ordering everything is that while the scaler delays the video by about 4 frames, which is a lot. While it will delay the audio, it does that embedded. But we don't use embedded audio. We use the analog audio out of the system, and there are no analog audio ports out of the scaler. So I either need to get a 4K analog audio de-embedder to bring him back into sync, or I need to figure something else out, or I need to get like an analog audio delay. So, yep.
So we lost Mike. We don't have an open.
Dang it! And I wanted him to do the open too. I wanted him to basically freak out while we all look at him going, what is going on?
Hi, Dad.
I wonder if we can get him back.
Emmer Tiger says so Mike needs to upgrade from potato.
Oh, so I should add, the 4K will be, oh, he's back. Hi, Space Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hi, sorry about that, guys.
Potato problem?
No, actually.
Hey, wait. That's not fair, man. No inside jokes.
That's true.
The fucking dogs unplugged my router box.
Oh, wait, where is he? Where is he? Do we get to see him?
No, he's downstairs.
Dad is pissed.
Frying.
Dad is pissed.
I'm gonna feed his ass later.
Oh my
Sorry
goodness.
about that.
It's okay.
But no, I actually have a pretty nice laptop, but I still remove raw footage and stuff like that and put them on zip drives afterwards. Just because, like, when I get to around like 20 gigabytes of raw footage on my computer, I just notice the editing takes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just like things to be as fast as possible.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is a thing we're going to do because they're like, what's the advantage of 4K? One of the big advantages is it's going to be a very slow transition. Remember when we had standard definition television and high definition television? That transition took about 15 years. So that transition will be shorter for 4K, but it's still probably going to be happening. You basically cannot buy a non-4K. Well, I suppose you can. It is hard to not buy a non-4K TV nowadays. And then people are looking for 4K content, and a lot of 4K stuff gets marked as exclusive. And if we can get in front of more people that might rekindle their interest in space, that's a good thing. So I'm just trying to use technology as a way to get in front of more people, and that's what I think 4K will do. Will hopefully do, at least right now. The live experience will be unchanged. It will be 1080p 24. I do not know how to stream live 4K today. That is mostly a true statement. I do not know how to reasonably stream live 4K today. There you go. That's a true statement. So we're still a couple years away from that, but we'll record in 4K.
I wonder how my Mac Mini would handle 4K.
Nope.
Yeah, I remember you reading and talking about how you left your Mac on overnight and it was fried. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, I really need to step that.
Do you have another PC that you can use or anything like that?
It's from 2004. It was my editing machine I had back then. So, but no, I think I'm gonna have to build something. So.
Oh. Green Jim 2 says 4K seems like an expensive way to get in front of more people. Actually, it's not that bad. If we're using Blackmagic gear, and so the cost is not that terrible. I wanted to upgrade to 1080p regardless, and that just magically gets us 4K. The cameras are already 4K. We got more cameras. Those are like $1,000 a pop for the live cameras, which is the same price as what the 1080 version is. So that's not that bad. The record deck is the same price for 4K stuff, so that makes sense. The only real difference is now I need that scaler. I need the graphics card, or the decklink card, and I need the media converter.
How am I the one wearing bright colors this week? I just now noticed that you guys are all in dark colors except for me.
You didn't get the memo? I sent it to everyone.
Yeah, I thought
you
you got the memo.
didn't. Did you put it in the Slack
I put it
channel?
in the Slack channel. You saw me go in there, didn't you? Then you beat me to it.
Your cup is wrong. If you could turn that around, that would really be great.
By the way, I just sent you a message on Slack, Ben Incredible, with my address that you can send stuff to.
Awesome.
That's where he lives.
Perfect.
All right, we're getting the target lined up.
We have lots of things to send him.
We do?
Yes.
What am I
do?
forgetting?
Other things.
We'll talk about those off air.
Yep. Don't do it. You have to do an open.
Oh, so Space Mike, what I was thinking is for the Open, you would just freak the heck out, and we just all watch you. That seems appropriate, right?
Yeah, sure.
Nice.
But you need to end with Tomorrow Begins right now. Somehow in there, you just need to end
It'd be
with...
so funny though. I can picture it right now. You'd be like coming up, and it like cuts to some SpaceX footage. I'm like, SpaceX! Oh my God, SpaceX! Ah! And it cuts back to you guys. You guys were all looking at the screen.
Yeah,
just
that's
being
exactly
like,
what's going to happen. That's exactly what I want to do.
right now.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I should turn and go, okay. Oh, yeah. I had a Minnesota moment in the show, too, didn't I? There was something I said that was, like, very Minnesotan.
Why don't you have Space Mike freak out, and at some point I'll just drop the volume down, and then you'll turn to the camera and say, okay, Tomorrow Begins right now.
While I'm still, like, flailing around.
Yeah.
Yeah, does that work? Everyone like that? All right, let's do that.
Sure.
That's fine with me.
All right.
Let's do it. What are we vaping
I'm sorry, I
for?
wasn't listening. What are we doing?
So what we're going to do is Mike is going to freak out. I'm not even going to say coming up. He's just going to be in the midst of freak out, like, talking about the SpaceX stuff. We're all going to be looking at him, and then Dutta's going to kind of fade his audio out. We're all going to turn to the camera and go, all right, Tomorrow Begins right now. Like one of those, right?
Are you saying that?
Yeah.
Just you.
Right? Just me, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Space Mike, give me like 45 seconds or so of just like freak the fuck out.
I mean, like, oh my God, can you believe that we just landed on a barge?
My lord.
Okay.
My lord.
Ready? Here we go.
Coming up, SpaceX! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it! They landed a rocket after they launched into space, and they landed on a barge, and it was so awesome! Then they landed, you see they came down in a big fire and going everywhere.
Okay. Tomorrow Begins right now. Do we like that one?
Was that good?
Did we get enough? Did we get enough of the, like, did we catch it fast enough?
I said, it looked like it to me.
Okay, yeah, because it took a second. I was like, wait, was he breathing free? Because he started to like, and then it was like, okay.
The chat room loves it, so I think we're good. That was fantastic, Space Mike.
Awesome.
That was great. Thank you. So I mean, I know you told me in thing but you're feeling better. You're 100%. No more.
You're not
anything?
dead.
You're not dead. You look a little yellow, but I think that might be your webcam.
Jaundice.
Yeah. Well, even when you guys go just to my angle, I mean, I feel like I look pretty pink, well, sort of pink on my end, but yeah, I feel about 90% right now. I still get kind of tired, but yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. A lot of crap is out of my lungs and doing much better. Ooh, now I'm super red.
Thanks, Space Mike. Not Space Mike. Dutta. Oh, the other Space Mike.
Thank you, Rupee.
Also, congratulations to Dutta. For those who don't know, the 4K upgrade did replace almost everything, including the switcher, which meant that nothing was in the same place as it was before. So it is hard when you... No, dude, it's hard when you change everything. Like, the thing that you expect to be over here is now over there.
Yes. Oh, chat room doesn't know. I had bronchitis. It almost turned into pneumonia, but yeah, I had bronchitis and
got
was pretty
bronchitis.
knocked out.
Bronchial pneumonia
Read this
sucks.
exactly as it says. Don't read it out loud. I nearly died. I don't think they caught it. As it says, not as they meant.
Took me a second.
Right, because you read it correctly, and then you went back, and it was like, oh, wait, what?
My lord.
Oh, good stuff.
There is no Dutta. You want Dutta? Would you mind cutting to your camera? Camera 3. There you go.
There's that cam.
That's the Dutta
it
cam
is.
right now. Actually, I'll show you where the Dutta cam is. Hang on, let me go get it.
I'm gonna get a snack.
Okay, I'm like, everyone's leaving right now. I
Bye,
don't understand
Carrie-Ann.
what is
Don't
going
worry,
on. Bye.
Carrie-Ann.
Hi.
Oh, don't worry. I'll
What'd
stick
you do
around.
with the?
What? I didn't do anything. Those?
Oh, yeah, they're over here.
They're over there. Goodness.
I could hear it in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There's the Dutta cam.
I was lost for a few minutes. I'm like, what is...
Tell him we heard it on air.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't hearing that on air, but I was definitely hearing that during the show, and I went, "What? Why can't we? What's going on?"
Yes, I was also confused.
Steph's
Yeah.
asleep.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
Steph went bye-bye.
Oh.
Steph went night-night. Oh, goodness.
That is a pretentious drink. Space Mike, are you drinking today? What are you having to drink?
Pretentious drink.
Oh, nothing right now.
Yeah, neither are we. It's boring. After Dark is way less fun without booze.
Yeah, sure.
Hey. Hi there.
Hi, Neff. Okay, Ivan.
You were asleep.
What's up, Ivan? Say hi to Ivan.
Hi, Ivan.
There you
How
go.
embarrassing
Ivan.
would it be?
It's if you combine those two, it's Hyven.
Okay, we don't know how young the nephew is, so we need to make sure
What?
that, well, this is after
Huh?
dark.
Nope.
Okay. Hola, Corkspin. What up, yo?
CPO 2K6. Why did we move to another place? Like, why are we moving, or why did we change chairs?
Aww. Just make sure you say hi to Ivan.
Hi, Ivan.
There you go.
Oh yeah, Johnny
Nice.
Boy noticed the.
Who's Ivan?
Destructor 1701's nephew, who just wandered into the
Hi,
room.
Ivan.
Yeah, see?
What's
there you
going
go.
on?
What's Kylo?
Oh yeah, Kylo.
I like how actually Dada. Oh wait, or Dada is Dada making? Dada's drinking.
I totally
Kylo
felt
Ren.
for whoever switched videos to the smoky ship. Why?
Oh yeah, not me. During the SpaceX hosted webcast. I should have warned him. I'm such an evil video admin. They had multiple options to choose from the drone ship because I was hell bent on getting live footage from the drone ship this
Right.
time. So they had like anything I could give them, and they staged the tight shot on the drone ship so that once it
Yeah.
landed they could go to it. Except that I mean Merlin is so powerful that as the vehicle's approaching, she just shook the bejeebers out of the camera
Right.
and took the focus ring on that camera and went boink. You actually watch the focus ring, like you watch it unlatch and then you watch the focus go poof, 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 poof.
Oh.
And then they went to it. And I'm like, don't go to that. And then the producer was like, don't go to that. And so you see it go whoop, whoop, back to the other shot.
That's funny. Sir Game-A-Lot, no, actually, we're even further away from Disney now. Or will be at that time.
Not by far, though. We're like, 3 miles away from Disney? 4 miles?
We're like, yeah, we're like 2.5 right now. We'll be like 3-ish, 3.5 there.
Space Vogel, I love his comment. He said, "Ooh, I just love all the negative comments about the landing. You know, like they just reversed the video. It's just launching. It's all a conspiracy."
Okay, but we've
Clearly.
never launched from a barge before. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Did anybody...
Oh, it was probably old sea launch footage or something.
It was.
No, because
Obviously.
then you would have seen the explosion.
Oh.
And inertia.
By the way, I'm really hoping that SpaceX is the ones who bought the sea launch hardware. That would be awesome.
Someone bought sea launch hardware?
That's
Why?
our, yeah.
Yeah, and Boeing
why?
is pissed
Because
because they
you're-
still haven't gotten their money.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's my money?
Yeah, Roscosmos said that they have. It's kind of vague. It's not. It's kind of clear. At one point, it says that they have a potential buyer, and at another point, it says that they do have a buyer, but don't want to release who it is yet. But yeah, Roscosmos apparently has sold Sea Launch, and yeah, Boeing is pissed.
Today's GIF.
Yeah, I saw. It's pretty good.
That's a good
Pretty
one.
good gif.
I do like
Thank
that.
you.
I just want to see what the captions. Oh, okay. Jared explaining Beam. That needs to be in the GIF itself.
Yeah, right?
And then Beam goes. Bruh.
Yeah.
Why that noise, Jared?
I don't know. It's what I would expect the noise of an expanding module to sound like. Just
I like Elon Dust Till Dawn's comment. They launched from the barge and then joined the second stage. Because that's a good point. It's landing without the rest of the rocket.
Yeah,
So,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
People.
I just...
So CPU 2K. Did I ever get an answer to my question as to what CPU 2K meant by move to another place? By like, why did we move around the desk, or why did we? So there's. I'll answer the why we moved around the desk. The reason is because I'm hosting the show and I'm guiding things back and forth, and when I'm in the middle, my back was always turned to someone. It was either turned to Carrie Ann,
somebody, yeah.
either Carrie Ann or Jared. It was always turned to someone, and then they were excluded from whatever part of that conversation was. But now in this position, I can actually turn, and I can see like half Jared, half Mike. Like I can see Mike's face out of his ear from right here, and then I've got Carrie Ann right here, so I can continue the conversation however I want. Like this is the master chair. The other thing we did, which was painful and took a way longer time than it should have, you'll notice you can't see our feet anymore. What you also can't notice is that on the other edge of Carrie Ann, that is the tippy edge of the set. You can't even go out a little bit.
Nope.
And then if I move,
Married, Jike.
you can actually see the
no.
edge of the set. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm kind of at the edge of the set. The other camera is definitely at the edge of the set.
Jared, are you a Dragon Ball Z fan?
What? What happened?
Did you ever watch Dragon Ball Z back in the day?
In 6th grade.
Yeah, do you remember
but
Fusion?
Not since then. No, I don't remember that.
I don't know what words you're
Apparently,
using.
that's what Ben's doing to us. We're being fused into one person.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, like
Cool.
like Benifer.
Benefit.
Married
Would be
or
Ben
Jake?
and Jennifer.
Oh,
Benifer.
gotcha.
Okay, so
Yeah.
giving you a couple's name,
Okay.
like Jike or Married.
Mikrid.
Mikrid. Vax says that he did not buy Sea Launch, just in case anyone's wondering or is concerned about that.
You were on my list, so I can. That helps. Thank you.
So CPU GK, me moving to the garage. So we bought a house, and the studio is currently in our apartment. It is in the guest bedroom. There isn't really a good guest bedroom to put the studio in. / we want it to be an actual bedroom, and we don't have a garage right now. And since we're going to have a garage, we're going to move it into the garage. So yeah, it will actually give us, I think, more space. We'll have to take the car out during show day. But yeah, right. You just see like this Tesla behind us or something, just
Yeah.
us leaning up against it.
Oh, man.
Or, like we do the show from the car.
Yeah, we could.
You hear the
do it.
seatbelt dong, dong, dong
Dong.
through the whole show. Mini Stoge, our reactions when you stuck the landing. I swore.
I always swear, so that's not really unusual.
My reaction was a bit different. The reason I missed the show 2 weeks ago is because I was down at Cape Canaveral getting set up for autonomous spaceport drone ship video. And as I posted on Reddit, there were 3 reasons that I'm happy with the way this turned out, or 3 reasons I'm happy with doing that. One is that the footage that we got back was phenomenal, better than I ever could have imagined. That once we saw the rocket in the scene, I was like, yes! Oh, it worked! So that was one. It was a great deal of work. 2, because there were some shenanigans that had to go into that. 2, what was point 2? I don't remember what point 2 was, but 3 was my skin was amazing because I was in a C-van that had no power in the middle of Florida, no windows, so which meant that I was in this darkened room for hours and hours on end with no ventilation, and I was sweating my fool head off. When I was done with the day and I walked out, my skin was just fantastic. It was like being in a sauna all day.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. Then I came back here and I broke out.
There was a lot of, in my particular area, there was a lot of my fellow baristas, and there was a lot of hugging.
Barista?
A lot of hugging, a lot of jumping.
Oh, that was true throughout the entire company.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Everyone. I mean,
On video you
heard
saw
it-
a lot of jumping.
You heard it
but
on the webcast.
We
like-
we were hugging each other and jumping. It was a very dangerous area to be doing such a thing in because we're still in our area with all of our equipment and stuff. So that was probably a terrible, terrible way.
So the following questions I will not answer. Can we get video returning from stage 1? Will all video from the stage separation to landing be released? Can you talk about how you managed to get awesome footage of this flight? I cannot answer, I cannot answer, I cannot answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go. Oh, excuse me. What variant to the Model S do we have? We actually have the 85 without the... We got it before the D was announced. Excuse me. So we got it in that weird... There's a weird in-between state where they started including the autopilot hardware, but they hadn't announced autopilot yet. So we ordered our car months prior, and then we got to pick it up, and then like a week after we picked it up, they made the. Now, how did that work? Did we pick it up after they made the announcement? Yeah, I think we picked. No, we picked it up before the announcement, but then like a week later was the announcement.
Something like that.
And they're like, oh, by the way, all the cars that was shipped in last month, but we didn't make that last month. But the truth was, they actually started the week prior, and we made it the very first week they started that new hardware. Like we were one of the first. We weren't the first, but one of the first off the line with the new autopilot hardware. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Thanks, Destructor 1701, and also thank you, Johnny Spencer.
Ghost 2501. What was the most tense moment in the landing? I would have to say the landing.
All of it. It's all tense.
Because you're
everything
sitting on
about
the edge
all
of
of
your
it.
seat. I don't know if my infrastructure, like traditionally at landing minus like 10, 15 seconds or so, somewhere in there, we'd lose video. Everyone's like, oh, they pulled the blah, blah, blah. No. We legitimately like lose video, live video from the drone ship. So I had spent so much energy trying to assure that didn't work. I'm sitting there just like, please, all things stay online. Oh, for the love of God and all things holy, don't go down. So yeah, the whole process for me was very intense and gut-wrenching. And then even after it landed, I'm still like, stay there. So, right? Because there was that one time we landed and then it went.
It was like,
Yeah, for the Jason 3 launch.
Are there many Teslas parked outside of SpaceX XQ? Labeled Troll 2, so I probably shouldn't have answered that question. Yes, quite a few.
well, yeah, because there's a supercharger right there, so there's always Teslas.
Always Teslas because we're
there.
right next to the Tesla Design Center. So there are always Teslas
No, but
there.
there's a supercharger there.
Yes, and the supercharger and the Design Center. So like,
Yeah, but they don't. Yeah.
what else we got? Dada, what are you drinking?
Thank you, Colton 45.
That sounds scary, Dada.
Yeah, it does.
I think it's a
okay.
little weird. I've got like this weird growth right here. I think Kylo needs to like lower his lightsaber.
No. Thank you, sir. Appreciate.
Not gonna lie, that looks scary.
Yeah, I'm fine. I got my
Do you want a fancy glass for it, though?
No, I'm fine. I'll
Yeah,
just go
get him a fancy
straight-
glass.
I'll come straight from the bottle today.
Someone get him a fancy glass.
I'm good.
Nope.
Get me a fancy glass, please.
Yes, no?
Have any Teslas landed on the barge?
It's good.
Maybe when they have
I'm
the
not a
Model
pear
F.
fan, but it's good.
You're not a what?
A fan of
pear?
pears, but it is good.
Shout out to all the pears.
Ooh, smells delightful.
Yeah, when Tesla comes out with the Model F, are they going to test landings on the barge? Excuse me, the drone ship?
Did you see the video of the Tesla and the
Airplane?
The 737.
Oh man, I lost it. That was really incredible.
Yeah, it was neat.
Does
It was
Tesla plan an SUV? Yes, it's going to be called the Model X, and you can order one right now.
Yeah, have you seen that? I thought that was
pretty good.
so funny. Adorable.
Craig VG. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I like it. It's delightful. Thank you. You like it?
Do I like it?
Yes.
Johnny Spacer, you probably don't want a supercharger at your house because while there are more and more of them every day, it seems like people from miles around would. The closest supercharger to where we live is the one at work.
Doesn't matter. You don't need. See, electric cars are totally different. You don't. I didn't understand this until I owned one, but you don't actually need it to go all the way up to a full charge in
No.
like 5 minutes, because there are long periods of downtime where you just aren't doing anything, and you can have your car doing what it needs to do. For example, you sleep at night, so you just plug your car in, and while you're sleeping, it will bring itself back up to full charge. I air quote full charge because you actually don't want your battery at full capacity. You want it down like 10-15% so you don't overwhelm the battery and destroy it. But full to where you want it to go. So you just have like a 20 to 40 amp service, and you're good. And you're good every day. And the thing to remember is, unlike your car, where you'll drive it and you need to be able to fill it up quickly because you drove it, and then like every 3 to 5 days you need more fuel. Every single day you leave with a full tank, essentially, right? Always.
Yeah.
You don't have to ever go to a gas station again. I I never considered how much I thought having an electric car would be inconvenient, but I wanted to do it because I wanted to be part of the future.
Right.
I have a show called Tomorrow, right? So I want to be part of the future. I want to have an electric car. This is the thing I wanted. I'm willing to take the annoyance hit of having an electric car. It ended up being the other way around. I cannot stand having to go to a gas station anymore. That experience is so awful, and I had no idea how bad it was until I didn't need to do it anymore. And I'm down in Florida, and like I forget to fuel my car until it's like bong, 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 you're out of fuel. I'm like, oh, that's a thing I need to deal with now.
Yeah, thankfully I had the same problem, but my problem was I was somewhere else for work as well this last week. And I was also in a rental car, and I was driving because the other coworker of mine had not been there. So I was like, no problem, I'll do the driving. It's not a big deal. But because of the time change, we were getting up at what felt like 3:30 in the morning California time. So a little tired even by the time we were getting to drive. And I would be able to reverse just fine, but then I would immediately turn on my windshield wipers. And every single time she'd turn to me and be like, seriously? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, because I turn on and go, because I'm used to the stick driving now. So I would reverse okay, but then I'd go to stick drive and I couldn't. It was really stupid. It was really stupid.
I have to get my Jeep gas a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sucked.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's nice because I don't have to deal with gas stations. I take that back. We have had to fill the air with tire once. Fill the air with tire. Fill the
Should
tire
we
with
tell
air.
this story?
It's up to Carrie Ann.
You can tell it. I don't care.
So there's a very slow leak on the driver's rear tire. Very slow. And so once in a while, we need to go and put air in it because I haven't had it fixed yet. And I mean, like, it takes a week to go down maybe 5 to 6 PSI, right? So slow enough where we don't care. And so I was out of town, I think it was. Yeah, I think I was out of town.
Yeah.
There was some reason why I couldn't.
You've been traveling lately. No, you were sick.
Was that it?
Yeah, you
there
were
was some
sick.
reason, that's what it was. I was like really sick.
Yeah.
There was some reason that I couldn't do this for Carrie Ann. So normally I put air in the tires for
Okay,
Carrie
don't
Ann.
make it sound like I need you to do it, other than I haven't done it before. He's trying to be valiant, and he normally does these things on my behalf to be helpful,
I just
not
don't
because
wanna
I
have
don't
to
know what I'm
mansplain
doing.
everything to you.
The funny thing is that
Mom
because
and
I've never done it, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Mom and Dad are arguing.
So she doesn't know what she's doing. Which is, I mean, it's, in all fairness, she knows how to put air into a tire. She just doesn't know how to use this specific mechanism on this specific thing. So we've
No,
got...
I've never put air in a tire.
Really?
That's the only conclusion I can come to. I think I've done it on a bike before, but I don't think I've ever done it on a car. Yeah. Legitimately. I've done that. Okay, I'm not doing that though. I'm not like, okay.
It's missing an ingredient.
Okay.
All right. So,
Who was that?
magically the drinks are gone.
Yeah, you know we have elves that just run around here.
So,
Yeah.
Space Mike wants us to try calling him. Dada, if you get a moment. It's in work. So, she'd never done this before. Not really her fault. She gets the tire gauge, but it's a brand new tire gauge to her as well. It has bars and PSI.
Yeah,
and
it was set on the wrong thing, which I didn't know was
actually,
a
it
thing.
always boots to bars. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Which is kind of BS.
Yes.
Not saying, just saying.
I think you have to click a thing and move it over. Hi, Space Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hi,
Hey, Mike.
sorry guys.
That's all right. Could be worse.
Could be raining.
It's on bars, and so she puts it in, and she gets, I don't know what number you get.
I don't know what it was either, but I was like, okay, well, I'll just accept that as an answer because the car says it's down at whatever it was, 36 PSI, and then I was getting like 20 bar or something like that, which, don't correct me, I just don't remember. So I was like, okay, well, we'll just say that that's what that
Nerds.
is then. Well, because somebody's going to.
I know.
Like, I'll just go,
Backs.
okay, that's fine. And so then I went to, like, put air into the tire, and I'm waiting and counting to, like, 15 or something, because I figured, okay, well, I'll just count, because I usually count at a fairly normal pace. Fine. And then I go to measure it again, and instead of, like, 20 bar, it's, like, 15 bar. And I'm like, that number went down. That seems weird.
Like,
But, I don't know. That's what you do, isn't it? So I'm sitting there, and I put more more air into the tire, whatever. And then it continues to go down, and I was like, okay, something is decidedly wrong. I go into the car, and I start the car up, or, make it go, and PSI had dropped to like 30, and I was like, oh crap, that's totally not it. Like, I don't understand what I did. All right, we'll just go over this all over again. Let's just figure out what's going on. I don't know what bars I mean. Don't freak out. Just saying that the concept is I didn't know what bar meant, and I didn't know how to relate it to PSI, and the numbers went down, so clearly something was wrong, but I didn't know like how to fix the situation. So I was like, okay, this is complete crap all the way around. I put the measurement down, right? Yep. And I went back to the thing that was supposed to be putting air into my tire, and I'm like, this is really dumb. And I was already putting quarters in, and it was really stupid, and I was frustrated, and I was becoming late, and he was sick, and I was worried about him, and all of these things are happening all the time. Fine. So I'm like,
which is good. I mean, you realize
I realized that there was an issue, but I couldn't figure out how to
be at 45 psi, and you've got it down to like 30 or 25 psi.
Yeah,
now.
whatever it was.
And
like,
really
it definitely was bad.
You really don't want to drive on it. If it's supposed to be at 45, you don't want to drive on it when it's at like 25. That's a really bad thing. So you get that. That's good.
So I went back, and I'm looking at the entire hose, and I'm like, there must be something I'm not understanding. I'm looking at the end. Yes, it's the correct end. I look at the machine, and there's another hose, and I look at that. And I'm like, no, that's totally the wrong one. Okay, this definitely makes sense here. I don't understand. Oh, wait, there's a little handle here. And I hit the handle, and I'm like, I'm such an idiot. I was taking air out of my tire for like 30 seconds all the way around instead of putting air into my tire for 30 seconds. Well, this is complete crap now. Fine. So I go through the entire process again. I counted to 15 twice. I counted to 15 twice again. I checked the little thing. It seemed like the number went up. I was totally happy. I got into the car. There was no more measurement, anything. Awesome. I drove on my way. So I'm reiterating this story to these two as we were going somewhere else one time.
And I said...
And Ben's like, well, wait, you can actually check it in the thing. And I was like, you can? All right, check. Let's check. 36, or no, wait, it was like 45, 45, 45, and the tire that I had inflated was like, what?
60, 65?
Yeah, and they immediately went, oh my God!
Yeah,
pull over.
We said pull over now.
And I was like, well, and I'm driving and I'm going, well, before or after the railroad tracks? And they're like,
before the railroad tracks, please.
Should I speed up and hit them as hard as I can on that one tire?
Okay, that's not what I said, so you can screw off.
Oh my God. We both, as soon as we saw that number, we were like, no, like our world's just,
Stop.
Too much pressure.
And I was like, whatever, I've been driving on this thing for 3 days. You guys can screw off.
You know,
Don't really care.
I actually have a recurring nightmare that I'm airing up a tire and it explodes in my face.
Well, apparently you can get those bitches up to 65 and be totally fine. So I wouldn't worry too much about it because I'm guessing that next time you fill up your tire, you're not going to go that high. So not a problem.
My nightmares is with car batteries. So I'm not afraid of actually attaching the leads to the batteries. That's not going to hurt me. What I'm afraid of is like, well, we have another car, but we don't drive it anymore because we're so attached to electric. We're like, I don't want to take the gas car.
Okay. And the other thing
it's so slow and horrible.
The other thing that you guys are talking about is that water and air should be free. Fine. I'm sure it is in a lot of places, but the sign on this particular pump said that it's free for customers. I have an electric car. I'm at a gas station. So either I can go in and buy a frickin' Twinkie and then get my air for free, which I also didn't have time for, let me tell you.
Technically,
or I can just take the quarters out of my frickin' pocket and put it in the machine. I really didn't care.
Technically, the law doesn't state, so in California, technically the law doesn't state that you have to be a customer. It says you have to buy gasoline.
Yeah, so I'm sure as F not going to be doing that anytime soon.
Somebody needs to call their lobbyist.
Someone needs to call their lobbyist. Anyhow, the
boys completely flipped out in every single way.
She's like, I don't understand what's going on.
That is not what I said.
Whoa. And you drove like this.
How dare you, sir?
I feel like I should move closer right now. Like I should move closer? Should I? What do you think, Internet? Should I be like right here?
I kind of feel like I should throw this mug at you.
I'm running.
Should I be right here, Internet? Is this where I should sit?
Just get a little bit closer so that Carrie-Ann can kick you.
Can I come back?
Are you looking to kiss?
Can I come back? Is it okay?
Man, I wouldn't, man.
Mike, Mom and Dad are fighting again.
How
I know. I'm another
dare
state away,
you?
and I can feel the tension in here.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
Mike, let's go get our 3DSs and go outside and play.
So, the point is that I screwed up mostly. The other thing is I didn't double check because I was in a hurry. I knew that the alarm went off and I was totally happy with that. And I didn't even think about it after that until they were asking me what had happened because Ben had noticed that the little alarm was gone. That's how all of that came about.
It was pretty amusing.
Yeah, so anyway.
Rupee.
Rupee.
I'm running and I'm not even in the same country.
Thank you. I might be small, but I'm intimidating.
It feels so
Space
tense.
Kyle is fantastic. Go to the pump, pick up the handle, stare at the gas attendant, and pull the triggers. 50 cents worth of gas pours down to the ground.
I might. Bought some. Anyway.
Boom! Although that's really not that much cheaper than just dropping the quarters into the machine.
Pretty much.
And you might accidentally like do $1 because
Life hacks aren't working.
yeah, this cost me more and was more inconvenient for me.
Yeah, so anyway. There was that. Good times.
I'm afraid
Had
of my
by
battery
all.
exploding. Right, because it's the spark. The battery gives off
Yeah.
gases, and that spark can ignite the gases. And on our Lexus, there is no like bare piece of metal for me to drop the ground onto. So I have to do it on the battery right where it was expelling gases, and I hate that every time.
Good.
I always back up a little bit. I'm like, don't explode on me.
Pretty much.
I'm always worried about
Never
being
does.
out in the middle of nowhere and both of my spare tires popping. So,
You have 2 spare tires?
yes.
Is that a fat joke?
No.
Might
Because
be a
when you
fat
go
joke.
off-roading, you bring extra stuff.
You should, at least.
Actually,
So-
no. I think the real moral of this story is don't go off-roading.
Why not?
Okay, you just don't
It's
like
great.
nature.
I love nature.
We have worked
So,
through the entire time civilization species
Keep
words
drinking.
go here to get away from nature. Why are you getting back to it?
because it's so beautiful and peaceful and relaxing, and I love
Nature tries to kill you.
I love driving out.
You're
into
afraid
the,
of your non-nature breaking in nature that you'll be stuck in nature.
I know, but I don't
And-
know if I'd have too much of a problem with being stuck in nature because it's what I can deal with. So yeah, what do you exactly? Dutta just said, "What do you think space
Space is trying to kill you.
Yeah, well, so's nature. Because space is nature.
Space is trying to kill you more.
Gosh,
Space is trying. So space is like Kylo Ren. It's a little whiny.
mind your words.
Tell me Kylo's not a little whiny. But Dad, this is my Kylo. What do you think?
Actually, of note, you know how there's the where Kylo is sort of half talking to the burnt helmet of Darth Vader, and there's a bunch of ashes
Yes.
that the helmet is sitting on. Do you know what those ashes are?
No, what are they?
Vader's head.
No, they are the ashes of all of the people that Kylo has previously killed.
Really?
So badass like that.
Yeah,
That is pretty
excuse
bad.
you.
There is another Star Wars figurine. Can you grab?
The
can you
Jeep's
grab
killing
Troopy?
everybody.
There's another doll.
There's
Is that what
I
you're
bought
saying?
another doll. I bought another doll to play with. Here's how this happened. So I'm down in Florida. I just spent 12 hours in a dark sea van using my cell phone as light the entire time, sweating my fool head off. So then I'm like, thank you. I'm like, screw this. I'm going to Disney.
Careful of this.
There you go. Screw this, I'm going to Disney. So I went to Disney, and I decided to go to Hollywood Studios because they were going to have the Star Wars fireworks, which are fantastic fireworks. And so I went down there, and I'm like, oh man, this was a really rough day. I'm going to have, they had something called an afterburner, and it had alcohol in it. I'm like, well, I'm going to order it because the name is cool. I don't really care if it has alcohol. And it was Scotch and...
Everclear.
Don't ask me. Yeah, probably.
I don't remember.
It is Hollywood. So yeah, quite
Maybe.
possibly.
Scotch and something. Hard cider, I think, actually. Scotch and hard cider. Something like that.
Sure.
And it was actually...
Cider?
Sounds gross.
You're gross.
Cider?
It was actually... What?
Cider. Cider. You're going to brag about drinking cider.
Have you met Ben?
Scotch.
Have you met
Yes,
Ben?
but cider.
Yeah, no, that sums up Ben perfectly.
No, you can't brag about I drank
I'm
something
not
with
bragging.
cider in it.
No, I'm not bragging. I'm saying I'm a lightweight, and I had this one drink. No, I had no. Am I not? I am now. I wasn't before. I used to be able to drink. I could drink my Russian friends under the table with vodka.
Yeah,
was
and then
fantastic.
pancreatitis.
And then now I can't drink. Like I have like one half of one of these, and I'm like, woo!
And then my pancreas.
So
stopped
I have this whole thing of Scotch and hard cider, as this one said. And so now I'm really freaking buzzed walking through Hollywood Studios, and they have their launch port. I'm like, I'm gonna go into the launch port.
And if I remember
I
correctly,
gotta walk this off because I gotta drive like a jillion miles back to my room.
keep drinking. Dang. If I remember correctly, I wasn't available for you to double check on all of these things.
You were not.
Like 9 times out of
So,
10,
did you-
Ben will be texting me and be like, "Oh, I kind of want this," or "I was thinking about this." I'm like, "Sure, whatever, it's cool."
So did you walk into the store?
No. I did text her,
Yeah.
but she was busy and didn't text back. So I'm walking around the store. I'm like, there's this huge Kylo Ren thing, like this big.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think I want to get this for the set, and she's like, it's too big. But she's like, kind of brushing me off.
Yeah.
And so then I found these. I'm like, these seem to be about the right size. But she wasn't answering. So I'm like, that means yes.
So did you walk in and you're like, "Hey, how you doing? I'll take a stormtrooper and a Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Can you put them in a bag for me? Because I'm gonna be leaving pretty soon."
Pretty much.
Right?
I'm like, you know what sounds like a good idea? I'm going to watch Fantasmic, too.
Hey, I gotta tell you, I just had one cider. It was pretty good. You should go try it over there when you're not working.
Wait. Stoge, what did I say? I don't know what I said. What did I say?
That joke earlier.
I'm not even
You
done
so
with
fat,
the
you
cider.
need 2 spare tires.
Wow, Fantasmic is so much better.
Oh my God, it is so much worse.
Yeah.
The California. Did I say something Californian?
You know, I don't think.
think I did.
I'm just gonna throw it out here that I don't really think Disneyland on anything is a good idea. So.
No, it was fantastic. I came back with like these little dolls. This one he's got his back. We can't figure out how
Wow,
to make
the
him hold on.
TSA let that through.
Yeah. We can't figure out how to make him hold on to it. But it does like
see it?
lower, yeah.
Nice.
Here, fix my doll.
I don't know how to fix this. This isn't a rocket. Oh, it's got a little trigger on it and everything.
Yeah, isn't that neat? How
Maybe
neat is
he's-
that?
Maybe that's pretty neat.
Here.
How does his arms move? See, I didn't have dolls when I
Goes
was
like
a kid.
right up the
so-
crotchal region right
Yeah,
there.
they're not too bad.
Oh,
They move pretty
traitor!
naturally for the most part, but the hands won't open. Like the hand is.
Well, don't break his hand.
It's fine.
Oh, don't break
No,
their
I mean,
hand. Excuse me.
It's fine.
Oh, here we go. Afterburner recipe is 1/2 shot of Aftershock hot and cool cinnamon schnapps, 1/2 shot of Bacardi, and 151 rum. So it wasn't Scotch, it was rum.
Okay.
Okay.
So I mean, not a super awesome drink, but not a super wimpy drink.
151's pretty
Not super wimpy.
pretty up there.
And I was definitely walking in there going, "Hey, I need Kylo. I need Kylo Ren."
I need Kylo Ren so bad.
Hang on, should we bring Kylo up here?
Yeah, let's bring Kylo.
You gonna be able to handle yourself?
Bring our husband. Yeah, I can handle myself.
You sure?
Me and Seth will handle ourselves. So.
The lightsaber does light up.
Did you put the batteries in?
No, but I'm a little concerned right now.
I'll put my hands on the table. Does that make you feel better?
Yeah, probably best.
There you go.
And we can see him.
These are the 2 dolls that I bought while at Hollywood Studios. Here's what's even dumb. So I'm such an idiot. So I go into Hollywood Studios and I'm like, I'm gonna go. So I get my drink and then I'm like, I'm gonna go into the really fancy restaurant and get some food. And they're like, get the fuck out. So, please, sir, have a magical night. So that didn't work.
Fuck off and enjoy your stay.
So then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go shopping for dolls. So I go and I find my dolls and I'm like, this is awesome. But then I'm like, I'm going to stay for fireworks and Phantasmic, which, okay, that was a bad idea. But now I've got this giant, big, full of these heavy fucking heavy dolls. I just, correcting doesn't take it away, but whatever. So I have to carry these things all around the park.
Right.
It was miserable.
Dumbass.
It was horrible. And the lines were awful into Phantasmic.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, my God.
Have them send it to your room. Oh, right.
I wasn't staying up. And then I had to drive another hour to get back. Yeah.
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 That whole sending it to your room thing is pretty awesome.
Yeah, sending it to your room thing is pretty awesome.
Because when I was there, I bought like 3 books.
Hey, Jared.
And
Hi, Kylo.
CDs.
How you doing? You like
Can you come with hair?
you like my lightsaber?
Oh, gosh.
Because
What batteries does it take?
I think it's in the doll box.
It's in the doll box, and I don't know where exactly. It's like in the
Give it up, Kylo.
It's tiny, and they go in there, and it's terrible.
Oh boy.
Anyone know how to work a lightsaber?
Yeah, Neuropilot, I don't know how to be any different than we already are. Man, this is exactly how we are in real life.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which I think we've said forever and
Yeah,
a day.
you got different
like,
hands, but somewhere in there, they're like teeny tiny little round things. You find them?
Really? Do you just describe batteries?
Don't make me use this on you.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I'm the 5-year-old that buys dolls.
Thank you.
I was drunk.
Johnny Boy,
Oh,
quite
do I need
possibly.
that? So I need that, but then how does this? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Johnny Spacer, I know. He took them out of the box and they're worthless now. It's all right.
Therefore-
Yeah, Vax can totally vouch for it. This is pretty much exactly how we are all the time.
They're for the set, so I realize that they're worthless now, but I got them for the set. I figured having a little bit of the dark side of the Force on this side of the set would be good. Then I figured once Dutta gets his desk at the house, which, by the way, wasn't a thing when I went down there, but now, we'll get him some of the light side of the Force, which is so lame. And then we can have a little... Yeah, right? Light
Absolutely.
Side, yeah.
By the way, have you guys seen the trailer for the new Rogue One?
No, and I've been told I
haven't.
need to watch it. I was kind of focused on video systems, and I have yet to watch it.
Yeah, I guess you were kind of busy.
A little busy.
I was in Texas and they don't have Wi-Fi there.
Oh.
No, it's a Texas joke. It's not that they didn't actually have Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Kitty was freaking out. I don't know if you guys heard that. She goes, "What?"
I thought their Wi-Fi was the biggest.
Right?
The Wi-Fi was the biggest. That's hilarious.
Their Wi-Fi is
Where
the
the
biggest.
stars
This looks
are
wrong
bright
now.
and big. I don't know. I think it looks kind of right to
awesome.
me. So.
Kind of.
Ben, are you doing that in front of me of all people?
Oh my god, I wish you could see this right now.
Hey, Seth, you should come here. Our dreams
this-
are coming true.
In the same way, I'm glad. No.
No, let's not.
No.
Let's not.
No.
Let's
No.
not. Hey, Ben, let's go back the other way real quick here. 'Cause that's, oh, boy.
Hey, Ben, have another drink.
Yeah, no joke. Here, you can finish mine.
Yeah, I need the tiny screwdriver right on.
Yeah, it's
So yeah, but then
stupid.
where does the lightsaber? There's no.
Yeah,
like,
no, I was
extra
joking
lightsaber
about
part.
Texas just not having Wi-Fi in general. It's not that the areas that I was in didn't have Wi-Fi.
that
The
just
areas I was
pop
in
out?
did have Wi-Fi. It was fine.
Oh yeah, you need like a number 0.
Wait, did somebody ask what Yuri's night was?
So he has a light up lightsaber.
Cool.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
we're
fine.
going.
We'll leave it as is.
But then
Nice.
I saw that there was an explanation in the chat room and I was confused.
So let's just make this less like it is right now.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a bit.
Is who in Texas? Colton. Colton's moved around a bit. I don't think he's currently in Texas.
You said we have the biggest Wi-Fi.
Oh, well then quite possibly. Yeah, but Texas thinks they have the biggest of everything.
Well, you know.
There you go, like that.
Can we rename it to
better.
Young Crippen Party Night? You can make a different one. Did they go out into space in April 12th, 1961?
No.
62? Sorry?
1981.
Yeah, what's going on? We're shaking here.
Oh, yes. It's called laundry, remember? People remember that part, right?
Is it your laundry?
Probably, yeah.
Because it's extra vibrating. Vibrating.
And you're
Okay, I'm
complaining?
so glad you do not have a mic right now, Kitty.
Yeah, wow, that
Are
was
you guys
a little...
having? Are you guys having an earthquake?
No, we're
No.
I don't think so, but it sure was a little concerning there for a second, so...
T. Martini's in a whole scuttlebotch.
Oh, that's an awesome stormtrooper. Stormtrooper.
Johnny Boy, are you going to the LA Yuri's night?
Oh, I like how you got the Star Trek picture with the store. Look at that. You got the Star Trek picture looking at the stormtrooper going, what the hell's going on over there?
Nice. Very nice.
And a thing on the floor that says, is your problem hardware or software?
That's kind of fun.
Are we wrapping up After Dark? Did you guys have a good show? Were you happy?
Yeah,
Probably.
I thought it was really fun today.
I may be at NAB next week,
Okay,
so you may need to do the interview.
sure.
Okay.
That's cool.
I'll
We
get
will.
you CC'd on everything.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Guys, when's the next hangout? I don't know, sometime in the future.
Wow. Way to make it sound like you don't care anything about that. Just FYI.
Well, I figured what we do for the next hangout, what I'll probably do instead of a hangout is I'll give you guys an exclusive tour of the new house. Just kind of walk around it before it's like done. Actually, you know, we're allowed there anytime. We could do we can do construction update kind of things if we want. I don't know. Do you guys care? Probably don't care.
No, don't be the annoying people from HGTV.
I am the annoying people from HGTV.
Speaking of HGTV, which I don't know if they're on HGTV or not, but in Waco, Texas, if anyone watches Fixer Upper,
Yeah, dude.
oh my God. Okay, I didn't expect Kitty to say yes to that. That was really bizarre. Okay, you're allowed to love them. I went to the Magnolia Market.
Did you?
Wow, she's really excited.
Wow,
Can you
this
hear
means
her?
nothing to me.
It meant nothing to me too.
Class.
Yeah, it meant absolutely nothing to me too. Now I feel like a schmuck because I didn't ask and I didn't get you anything from there, so sorry. Yeah, now she's really upset and she's drunk, so that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I smacked you on my bed.
Kind of. You should hear her right now. Yeah, I went to the Magnolia Market and it was kind of cool. Chip's Corner was my favorite because it was actual things I could actually use. But there were a couple of interesting things. There were some candlesticks made out of concrete that I thought were kind of cool. Except they were really heavy, and so I thought I'm not gonna try and bring these home on the airplane. That seems silly. Yeah, it's a new construction Johnny Spacer, so there's that. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, in Waco, there's more than one cult, I suppose. There's the Magnolia cult, there's the old Waco cult, and then of course there's the SpaceX cult. So anyway, yeah, it was kind of cute. It was interesting, and so. It was cute. It was worth a visit. I would imagine if you guys watched that it would be really interesting. I didn't watch and I was still like, oh, this is kind of cute. So there's
You're like, and I quote, how neat is that?
kind of, yeah.
And you're like,
Kind of,
That's
yeah.
pretty neat.
Yeah, we're not selling a house. We're buying a house. Or we bought a house.
Like Neuropilot's idea.
I missed
What's
it.
Neuropilot's idea?
Tomorrow, rocket party. Launch our own.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Everybody shows up with a hobby class.
Yes.
That'll be fun.
I'll show up with a high power.
So anyhow, I was thinking of instead of doing the hangouts, we would just temporarily kind of be like, hey, here's the update on where we're at. This is what things are looking like. Here's where the studio is going to be. Here's what I'm kind of planning. So I don't know. I thought that might, but only for patrons, right? Kind of in a place of the hangout, and then once we get the new place up and running, then we'll start the hangouts again from the new place. Does that seem fair to everyone? You okay with that?
I'm good with that, yeah.
Sure.
You're like, oh, everyone's like, oh, that's.
Should I
pretty
come
neat.
along? Are we coming along on that? or-
No, God, you're not invited to my place.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot to mention. Did we tell him he's fired? You knew that, Mike, right? You're scary. And you knew that.
Okay, seriously, after the week I've had, that's not funny.
All right, I'm taking Kylo with me.
That's fine.
Yeah, I can't give you Kylo, but I can give you.
Oh, okay, I'll take that.
Oh.
A dismembered arm.
Okay.
Just like his father.
Ah, well done.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was quick. That was quick.
Just like his father, is what Dutta said, for those of you who couldn't hear him. Man.
I think this has gotten awkward and slow now. So
Yeah, yeah.
let's go ahead and
Yeah.
shut the show down. Shut her down.
All right.
Thank you
Yeah,
everyone
a
for
second
watching.
after we're done broadcasting, so you guys can tell me super secret stuff.
Oh, all right.
that'll work.
Yeah, we'll shut down the
Sure.
broadcast and we'll talk to you.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Fun.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.